So I finally read A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and I think you should read it this Christmas. I mean, just look at this book. This is so nice. It's beautiful. Found this on Amazon and even says, God bless us, everyone. Thank you. So this was my first Dickens novel, and I hadn't really paid much attention to his work before. And I kept on seeing this online, so I thought I should give it a try. I went into it with absolutely zero idea of what the story is about. Just from the title, I thought it would be like a nice old Christmas story, and it's a lot more than that. And it was surprisingly easy to read. I mean, the language is a bit old, but it's quite readable. And this edition is about 120 pages, but I think there are other editions that are a bit shorter. And I ended up reading this in one sitting. It was quite nice. So yeah, if you're thinking about reading something for Christmas this year, this is it. Okay, so the story follows this guy named, and I'm gonna absolutely butcher his name. It's Ebenezer Scrooge, who's basically shut himself off from everyone else. Like he's pretty much a grumpy old man. Yeah. And he doesn't really care about anything or anyone. He doesn't care about his family or friends, and he does not care about Christmas. And his life is just narrowly focused on work and money and routine. Like that's pretty much his life. But then on Christmas Eve, something happens. An event takes place, and that kind of disrupts his routine. So over the course of this one night, he's forced to look at different parts of his life, right? Where he's come from, what his life looks like right now in the present moment, and where it's all going if he doesn't change anything. And what I liked is that the book doesn't rush this. It lets you sit with these moments. And some of these moments are very happy and joyful, and others are quite sad, especially when he's watching people from his past and realizing how disconnected he's become from everyone. Like it's not about one bad decision he made, it's about the small choices he made along the way that made him the person he is now. It's about how these small choices, repeated over time, slowly shape a life. And I think that's where the Christmas setting starts to matter more. And while Scrooge is going through all of this, you're constantly watching what Christmas looks like for people around him, right? Like his family members, like his nephew in particular, his friends, and even strangers. And he's kind of watching all of this from the outside. And I quite like the contrast in this. It made it feel very personal. Because the book is not trying to impress you with some dramatic thing happening. It's trying to make you stop and think. And I think that's why it works so well as a Christmas read. It's short, it's quite reflective, and it fits the season really well instead of just being set during it. It's one of those books that feel very quiet while you're reading it, but it stays with you long after you've read it. And because of that, I think this book is for a lot of people. It's one of the easiest classics that I've ever read. And so if you want something to read, something meaningful to read over Christmas, I think this is it. Okay, so let's move on to the spoiler part now. So on Christmas Eve, Scrooge is visited by three different spirits: the ghost of Christmas past, present, and yet to come. And each one shows him a different part of his life. With the ghost of Christmas past, he's shown moments from his childhood and early adulthood. Times when he was happier and joyful and friendly to everyone and just a normal person. Then the ghost of Christmas past shows him how other people are living right now. You know, families celebrating Christmas, people that he's pushed away, and how they still show warmth and care for him. And then there's the ghost of Christmas yet to come. And this is probably the saddest one out of them all, because it doesn't say much, but it shows him what his life will look like if he continues to go in this, routine. And it's not really violent or dramatic, it's just lonely and empty. And seeing all of this back to back is what makes the story work, because it's not one shocking moment, it's like a build up of realization. And you can understand how Scrooge ended up the way he did and how this experience changes him. And I think there are great lessons to be learned from his story. I think it makes you think about how small choices over time, shape an entire life. And I think this is why A Christmas Carol is such a beautiful story. I think Dickens here really wants you to think about your own life. And the message that I got from the end of this story is that you can always change, you can always ask for forgiveness and you can always repent. And I think that's really beautiful. So I ended up giving it 4.5 stars. I really liked it. And if you've read it, I would love to hear your thoughts about it. So yeah, this is my take on A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, and I'll see you the next one. God bless us, everyone. Peace.